My name is Kim, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer 15 years ago.
My name is Rhonda. I am an 11-year breast cancer survivor.
Almost 5 years.
8.5-year cancer survivor.
Aproximadamente 2 años.
My name is Sandy. I'm a 36-year breast cancer survivor.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2005.
In 2004.
In 2000, and then again in 2014.
Initially, I thought my breast cancer was a result of my lifestyle and stress.
It had been a particularly stressful time.
Por estrés, sí.
During that time, I was living a very stressful life.
When I got my breast cancer diagnosis, I thought that it was because I didn't have kids early in life.
My first thought when I was diagnosed was that it was caused by a gas leak from a gas station that was next door to the building I was in that went undetected for years, and we were breathing in these fumes.
I'm kind of skittish about things in the air, and
I also was told by people that maybe I had bad karma because my family may have done something bad in the back.
Diet, I think that may have had a lot to do with it.
At the time, I just thought I was unlucky because I didn't have any of the risk factors for breast cancer.
I was fairly certain that my breast cancer was caused by some sort of genetic mutation. My mother and both of my grandmothers were all diagnosed with premenopausal breast cancer, and I was only 36 at the time, so I thought, this is me too.
I thought it was hereditary because my paternal grandmother passed away from breast cancer and a maternal aunt also died from breast cancer.
Tenía récord familiar de mis familiares por parte de mi mamá y de mi papá, de los dos.
No one in my family had breast cancer, at least I wasn't aware of it. But my mother was adopted, so there was always that question there.
In our family, there's about 8 people that have had different types of cancers, none of them related. We've all had BRCA tests, and none of them were the same gene.
I never thought I would ever get breast cancer. There was already 2 people in my family that had it. We were at 50% of us having had it, and the statistics were 1 in 5 at the time.
I was diagnosed with a BRCA1 mutation, so I'm a BRCA1 mutation carrier.
But I don't carry the genetic mutation that I thought I did.
Now I believe my breast cancer was probably a result of me not being mindful of my health and wellness, and also what I need to do that was within my control to minimize my risk of breast cancer.
I think processed food is, in my mind, has become the biggest factor for me.
I never really had great eating habits. I never took such great care with exercise.
Sweets and snacks and were all filled with chemicals. Frozen foods, frozen dinners, and frozen desserts or whatever were always filled with chemicals. They started using margarine back when I was growing up instead of butter, and margarine, again, chemically based.
I primarily think that it's relationships that I was having at the time.
Tuve unas cosas que me dolieron mucho, como la desaparición de mi padre y la desesperación de poder tener mi hija que tenía en mi país acá conmigo, en este país.
Right now, I think what caused it is because there are so many factors that could disrupt this very complex process of cell development.
There's a row of townhouses, then another row of townhouses, and then railroad tracks. And we lived in the row of townhouses between the railroad track and the road. And almost every single house in that road had somebody that had died from cancer.
Maybe there was some sort of, when a train is passing your house for 9 years and you're getting dust from a track or from the air, from the environment, whatever comes out of a locomotive. I think a lot of that may have had a contribution to my breast cancer.
Well, I found that stress doesn't cause cancer. It certainly can affect your immune system, which allows those nasty little cells to grow and become the disease that is called breast cancer.
I don't know exactly what's caused my breast cancer. I'm going to imagine it's some sort of combination of genes and environment, and I would like to learn more.
Environment is definitely something that we haven't really discovered too much about. So I think I have been exposed to many things in my life. I would love to learn more.
I'd like to know. I'm hoping science will someday find out why this happens. And I hope I'm still there to understand it.